Okay, so now let's talk about the switch statement in Java. This is the third type of conditional operator. The switch statement is suitable for situations where we have a single value which we want to compare to a number of alternative options. So let's see an example involving the use of the switch statement. This can also be referred to as the switch case or switch statement, but any of them mean the same thing. So our program is going to be a program that is used to display the names of the top 3 billionaires in the world as from January 2025 when I'm recording this video. So I'm going to declare a variable to represent the top billionaires, which is going to be a variable called top billionaire. And then I'm going to just leave it like this first. Now our objective with this example is to see the names of anybody who is among the top 3 billionaires in the world. So what we will do is I will write the switch keyword followed by a set of parentheses. Within the parentheses, I will write the value which I want to compare to other values. In this case, I want to compare the value of top billionaire. And then I will follow this with a set of curly braces. Now what will happen is that I'm going to use something known as a case. The case is simply a value which we want to compare our switch value to. So I will say case is a keyword. So I will now write a value for the case. Let's say 1. So we are going to compare if top billionaire's value is 1. If our top billionaire is 1, then we are going to print the name of the richest billionaire in the world, which is Elon Musk. And then after this, I will add a keyword known as the break keyword. Break is used so that if the value of top billionaire is 1, which is indicated by this particular case, we are going to display the message Elon Musk. We will stop comparing to the next values within our switch case condition, because since we have already found the value we need, we don't need to continue looking for it anymore. After the break, I can specify another case. Let's say case, this time around I will say 2 for the person in second position, and I will copy these 2 lines, paste them. So for the second richest person as of January 2025, as I said, is Jeff Bezos. I may be wrong with these names, but I just saw them on a random article online and I decided to use them. But again, I could be wrong. And for the third, I'm going to say case 3 and I will display the name Larry Ellison. Okay, now let's assume after comparing top billionaire to these 3 values, 1, 2, and 3, if the value of top billionaire is not found here, we are going to display a message which says the value is invalid. And to do that, we can use a block known as the default block. So I will say default. And then the default is what is going to be executed automatically if none of the above values for the different cases match the switch value which we are comparing. So if that is the case in our example, I'm going to simply print a message saying I don't know. Okay, now what we will do is let's give a value to our top billionaire. Let's say 1. So top billionaire is equal to 1 here. If you like, you could also decide to take this value from the user, but that is going to make this video too long and user input is not our main focus here. So let's just assign it a hard-coded value and we will now run the program. So we see, since the value of top billionaire is 1, it matches the value of our first case, which is case 1. And in that case, the first billionaire is Elon Musk. That is why we have printed Elon Musk, which is seen in our terminal, Elon Musk. Now let's print the second. Let's see if top billionaire was equal to 2. This time around, a different name will be displayed, which is Jeff Bezos. And now let's give a value which is not specified in our switch case. I will say 4 if I want to find the fourth richest person. Since our program defines only the 3 richest people on earth, if I want to now find the fourth, we have no information about that, so our program will not be able to display a name. Instead, we will simply tell the person I don't know. Now let's modify this our program a little. So I'm going to separate the top 2 billionaires and group them together, while the third is going to be alone. So let me simply change this. I will cancel these 2 lines after my case 1, and then I will say, so this time around we are grouping the first 2 cases, which is case 1, the first case in which the top billionaire value is 1, and the second case where the value of the top billionaire is 2. So if it is either 1 or 2, our message is going to print. Since we want to use one output for both these cases, we are going to display a message which can correspond or which can be valid for both cases. We cannot just display Jeff Bezos because Jeff Bezos does not occupy two positions himself. So I'm going to say this is a top 2 billionaire. It means this given person is among the top 2 billionaires in the world, and then I will leave the third one just as it is, case 3. So even if we have grouped these two, we must not group everything. You can still decide to leave some ungrouped. I will leave this one, case 3, Larry Ellison, and then the fourth, if it is not 1, 2, or 3, but any other random value or value which is not specified, I will simply display the message I don't know. Now let's save this and run again. I'm going to change the value of top billionaire to 3. So we see since our top billionaire is 3, we are displayed Larry Ellison. But if it is either 1 or 2, let's try that. I will change this value to 2 this time around. So we see it has displayed this is a top 2 billionaire. So everything works as expected.